Yo, what is going on, everyone? It is Memory here. We're here, everyone, ladies and gentlemen, for the second episode of Run with the Wind. The first episode, honestly, I would say one of my favorite first episodes of this season so far. Like, I would definitely say it's in my top three. I just loved a lot of the character interactions, introductions we had just in the first episode. I mean, the soundtrack is amazing as well, both opening, ending themes, a lot of the songs they used throughout the first episode. The animation, the art is spectacular from what we had in the first episode so far. Which I mean, I went into I'm like, this is an IG sports anime, and there hasn't been an IG sports anime that's let me down yet, and this one was off to a fantastic start. So I'm ready to get into more. We're going to get into this episode. We're starting at the very beginning, 0 seconds, and we're going to hop into this in three, two, one, play. The Hakone Aikiden, I think that's what it was called. Yeah, we had Haji here and Kakeru, which we know Haji had like that injury, that big injury. He's trying to catch up now. So Kakeru like must have been the shit in high school. I mean, Haji's done his his research, and just like how fluid the character animations are, like the hair blowing, just the little things, how they move. It's just I appreciate that kind of stuff so much. Cocker probably I would assume thinking about his high school tenure, like, but he must have been something must have happened in high school, but he must have been like the shit, and then something happened, or who knows what? Who knows what? And it seems like it's going to be interesting because everyone here at the residence where they're all staying at, just from their reactions in the first episode when Haji was talking about running this thing, like some of them seem like they've never ran before, or like this is going to be like new to them. So Kakeru and Haji may be like the only ones here who could actually run pretty well. So that's gonna be, I think, a lot of fun to do this with everyone, and it's gonna be a learning curve for mostly everyone here. Besides our two like main leads, I would say, in like Haji and Cocker. Also, I want to get more on the coach too. I feel like the coach will have a little spot like too. Just like how much wisdom's he's full of, and what maybe he's had in his past. That's also going to be something to look out for. But we have a crazy wide, diverse cast that was made apparent in the first episode, which I love that. Love the opening. It's fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. The ending theme though is like contender for best ending of the season. And yeah, Kaku was just dead set on no, this isn't happening. We're not doing this. I love how it's college students too. I brought this up in the first episode. Like, it's not high school students. We can have them drinking and partying and all that kind of stuff. it's I like when it does focus on. It's like kind of like a refresher. So they've played other sports and they've done kind of like activities like that, but they've never like ran like I said. He's very observant. Haji's very observant. Queen, was that the nickname they gave him? Queen. Queen. We have Queen and King. I think that's what it was. Not interested. Haji's like really serious about this, and I don't think Kakeru like wants to take him seriously or take this seriously because they don't have any experience. I mean, if some of them have played soccer, then that's a lot of running. So, dang. The ogre's arrival. So Cocker's gonna be the tough one to crack. Probably because of just how seriously he takes running, just from what we know and have saw from him so far. I mean, he's giving him a place to live. He didn't have a place to live. Telling him you can pay when you want to pay, like, or when you're able to. They have it laid out pretty nicely here too, like cleaning duties, and so it's fair. Got Nira is kind of like the mascot, if you want to say, or plays his dog. Oh, so Cocker didn't sit in the seat. He didn't take the seat. They aren't even interested too. Nobody has any interest, and nobody wants to. Well, not just him. He's really trying to convince him. Really trying to get him on board. Yeah. He's been sitting here the whole time listening to them. Dang, dude, Haji is. I respect it though. He's trying his best already to get them to, go in on this. He's dedicated. He's committed. The manager's always female. We know that. The manager always has to be female. Dude, like this music, Yuki Hayashi never never lets down. So he can use that to his advantage because he's got them at the place. If you're not gonna run, dang. But he has like this over a lot of them now. Just trying to get to everyone at this point. Yep. Yep, he's going to each and every one of them. Probably would, yeah. That's a good point. Just throw a little like convincing jabs at each and every one of them. There's some kind of music. Oh, that might be from his headphones. I thought I heard it from inside the room. Or it sounded like at least like it sounded kind of far away. Running shoes. And if he's a smoker and he runs, that's gonna be tough. He'd have to definitely try and quit or not smoke as many. Maybe he was like outside trying to run or something like that. Maybe, or gave it a thought. So Joji and Jota, ladies' men, kind of trying to be. Dang. So yeah, it goes back to his high school days. Might have had it pretty tough in high school. The coach or just with the team in general. Haji, what did you do this time? Look at Musa's face. Oh, so yeah, so they're actually he has convinced them, or they're leaning towards doing it. It's pretty impressive that the Haji could convince them all to do this to all of them like that. Oh, what the? What happened here? You gotta qualify. You gotta qualify. The toughest one that's gonna beat a crack is Kakeru to get to do this. Who the? Uh, oh no. Oh no. Was it like the hot water tank broke or something, or just no hot water? Must have been criticized a ton. Looks like he had a pretty strict, like, dick kind of coach. Oh, what a coincidence. Running into you here. Oh, look, we got everyone. Uh oh. Someplace fun. Uh, well then. What is. Dude, the twins are hilarious, yo. They're like, probably like, some of my favorite out of all the characters so far. Probably say like Haiji and then the two twins. Like, Kakeru's gonna. Like, I like Kakeru, but I feel like there's so much more potential with him, too. An ogre has arrived. Oh, he sabotaged him. No, he's such a he's he's such a dick, but I love it too. Damn. Come on. Come on. A contest. Who can stay in the bath longer? Some kind of challenge, isn't it? Ooh. They're really doing this right now. This is great. Don't hurt yourselves now. Don't freaking. Dude, Haji is great. He's doing all of this just to get them to, like, run with him and do this. Bet on who wins. It's hard to tell. It's hard to even. He's picking Kakeru. I would go with Haji, honestly. Haji's just on another level of determination. Dude, this music, man. Oh, jeez. Look at her. At the same time. The same time. That's what it seems like, yeah. I would like that. I respect that. Probably not. If you can, it's going to be super tough. No, no, it's back. He's serious about packing up all of Queen's stuff. Well, it looks like Queen's probably gonna be in now. Oh damn, man, Haji literally that determination. Just going through, doing the most to try and get these guys to, go along with this. I love it. I love it, and that's why Haji's one of my favorite characters so far. Honestly, like probably my favorite character so far, I would say. But I mean, the characters already just. I mean, for me, so easy to get behind. They each have their own, like the twins. I mean, with them, how they are with the ladies and like that. And I mean, Nico kind of like obviously he's what is he, a fourth year as well? Like with Haji, he's been noticing him. He knows how he is, but kind of like that, a little bit of that wisdom. Him being a fourth year talking to a newbie. Yeah, he usually doesn't do apparently. So I mean, I like that. The characters so far, like one of my favorite things about this show. So I mean, through two episodes, they've really nailed that. Dude, this ED, this is definitely like this is gonna be when I feel like when it's all said and done, this is gonna be like my favorite ED of the season. Like after all of them, after we've heard all of them, but it's just it's so great. The music in this is tremendous as a whole. So yeah, I mean, now that they've tied and all of that, I mean, I think Kakuru's obviously going to join up and do this. It's just I feel like once every single person on board is on board, like I think they are after this. I mean, uh, Nico and the other guy, I forget his name. I gotta get all the names down too. But those two who were betting on who would win between Kakuru and Haji ended up in a tie. I think they'll be going along with it. Looks like we got Queen on board too, so everyone's going to be on board. It'll just be like Cocker that we're waiting on to hear from, and I think he will, seeing that everyone else was so against it at first as well, and now they've all, joined up. So, yeah. Also, I think we will going more into like Kakuru's past because it seems like he had just like a really dick, strict coach, and maybe they were treated poorly. Yeah, I mean that's what it looked like. It's just like things a coach shouldn't be doing with his players or what his runners in this case, like you know for sure. So excited to go into more into that, and just to see actually when they start practicing running and start getting into it, it's gonna be like a huge learning curve for some of them because they've never done it. Like they've done little activities and like especially the twins, like they played soccer. There's a lot of running there, so I think they'll be able to adjust a lot easier than some of the others. But it's going to be a process, that's for sure. So yeah, another really really enjoyable episode of Feel the Win. Love what this series is doing, or Run with the Wind, Feel the Wind, whatever. Like I said, love what the series is doing with its characters through two episodes already. My favorite thing. Wasn't worried necessarily about the animation, the art, the music, and all that. The music has totally blown me away. I mean, Yuki Hayashi, tremendous. Uh, but so far, one of the best of this season, in my opinion. So, yeah, let me know what you all thought of the episode. If you did enjoy the video, make sure you drop a like, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Thank you for watching. Peace.